What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more AoM, the fundamentals action here. We're going to be continuing this series a little bit here. I'm going to be going in with Gaia this time, trying to make the best of what we can do with the fundamentals, following these ideas in order to try and get some wins. The thing with Atlantean is normally walls are a little bit harder to build and manage, but with Gaia, you get the channels upgrade and your citizens move very quickly. And the other thing with Gaia that works out nicely with the defensive play is the usage of Gaia Lush. We're going to try and make the entire map Gaia Lush here. We'll see if we can find some games and try and continue this series. I do have the aim of getting to 2K utilizing these ideas. We'll see how we go. Originally, I was going to change the fundamentals and things, but I think we're just gonna go in with just standard play and see what we can do. We are against Fuji here with a forward gold mine, so this one might be a tough one to manage. But we're gonna try and utilize our Gaia forest here and make this location a little bit safer and see how we go. So we're gonna get hunting dogs first and continue here. Just get the scouting going. I like to move my oracles around at the start of the game. I think that's like kind of the best way to play this. Okay, let's go in with here, right? If I put a Gaia forest here, then that's gonna at least create some sort of a choke point there. So that's our big weakness here. The other weakness is going to be like hunt and things. We do have berries and no goat, which is actually kind of a good thing. I'm not going to chop down these Gaia forests here. It's kind of a good thing to have goat or have no goat against Fuji because he's not going to be able to get all the value out of domestication, which is one of his big strengths here. So I did get hand axe as well. You can actually afford to get hand axe, pickaxe, husbandry, I think. Although husbandry, there's no point in this game because there's no herdables on this map. But you can afford to get them all and get a 430 advance time with a base like this, with a start like this. So we're just going to try and make this gold mine as safe as we possibly can. The thing that I'm worried about is getting rushed here against the Fuji, but we're not going to overcommit to anything. We'll throw up some buildings and play defensively and see how we go. I need to remember to build that mana, so we're going to get the resources here. We can also think about getting our pickaxe here. And it should be fine. Now, if we do get rushed, we do have these free oracles, which are vitally important to our defense. So we've got to make sure that we bring those back and do the stuff. We might also want to throw some walls around here, but we'll see. I'll just keep on expanding this Gaia forest around this way, playing nice and defensively. Oftentimes you want to chop the Gaia forest down, but in a situation like this, if you're against like one of the more aggressive gods, you might want to consider simply just using the Gaia forest as choke points. And kill the Auroch, waiting on our temple, and now we can chuck this in here, and you can see I have completely blocked off this side of my gold mine now. And that'll be fantastic for me. And now on the other side, I'm gonna make sure that he can't come through here. I'm gonna build this temple to block off here as well. That way we're gonna be nice and safe. Force him to come around this way, which at least there's a tower here that might be able to help out. Okay, so now I do want to have some semblance of an idea of what's coming my way. Am I going to get the food to advance? It's going to be close. I'm not going to go over... if I advance late, I advance late. Actually, you probably come here. And I don't. And we're going to go for spider lair. That way we can defend a little bit anyways. Okay, so we don't want to get... Like I said, we don't want to get husbandry because there's no need. We do want to throw down a house. And I do want to grab channels when I can. So we'll try and get that instantly here, because this is such a strong technology. So we'll just chuck a couple more villages over onto gold. And sort that out and just get ourselves nice and settled here. Alright. So first things first, he hasn't advanced yet. We haven't seen him hit the next age super quickly. So maybe we're going to play this just a little bit greedily here. Where can we get some more food with this guy? We could probably sneak over to that corner there. I highly doubt he'd check over on that corner. So we're gonna sneak this. So this is very dangerous, but I know that the China has low scouting. And we'll chuck this one back here. Maybe here. Nice and defensive. He still has this area here to push through, but I will get coming soon. Oh, he's going for a town center. He's going for a town center. So we're gonna go for a potentially go for 3 town centers here would be the standard answer. And I'm not gonna bother with finishing this off because he's playing super defensively. I'm not even gonna build any units here. I just go straight for a town center myself. Send this villager over here. This is the problem with this building. We could just get these upgrades instead of the town center, but we'll go town center first. Oh, I should send this over here, actually. That'll probably make more sense. Okay, let's come over here. Send this back. What's this relic here? Wedge at eye. Okay, and we'll grab this. And now we start building some units here. And we do want to just play defensively, but we're sending this automaton forward in effort. Okay, he's making some immortals, so not paying attention. So let's go over here. He's probably going to be looking at this town center here. It's very much rubbish. Okay, so we've distracted him a little bit over here. I'm just going to chuck this down on this just in case. And now we've got some units out. I'll start getting those upgrades. So let's start with bowsaw. I wanted to run away. Oh, okay. Well, that's why that happens. Okay, so normally when we're in these situations, okay, maybe you come over here, to be honest. And then we can come and sneak over onto this and build a house there as well at some point. I do need to get myself some more this and maybe some more of these. So the good thing about going Leto against China is you get access to those automatons, which are much stronger than the immortals. I mean, like much harder to kill with the immortals than say some ranged heroes. So he's looking at this town center, making sure I don't grab that. I'm gonna retreat that guy. I'm gonna save onto my Gaia forest as well here as well. That seems to be relatively important. Once this is up, I might even go up here. Okay, so we're gonna take a look onto this location here, and actually, you come here. You come here. You. Alright. Let's fight here. He's attacking my Terma nicely here, but we're pushing him back. And we will be looking to grab that town center here as well, I reckon. Just because he's being greedy, we can be greedy, you know? So this is normally the answer. The answer to greedy starts for Atlantean is to be greedy yourself. But I am looking for some raids here. Normally you wouldn't do this, so maybe we won't. We'll just play defensively still. Try and get the gold. Stop building the automatons to get the gold. And we'll send a villager forward. We'll grab this town center here. Keep the boom going. Okay, so now we're going to go back onto food here. Sort this out. Get out start. Start building this. And maybe we can start thinking about even getting some line upgrades, hey? Let's get out medium archers. Right here. Let's get this. Maybe go on to wood because we're going to have to start thinking about farms. Maybe even get our upgrade for farms. I'm going to be looking for a little bit of fights here just because he's not attacking me. And I'm going to throw down an armory, I reckon. We're looking to go to the next age. Okay, let's snipe some units here. I think we win these fights. Okay, he swung. Okay, now we don't. We'll chuck this down here. Run back through the thing. We can micro a little bit here, but that might be too hard. Farm. Do this. And we continue here. Let's look for a raid here. This is some of the more advanced fundamentals. I haven't talked about this, but if you have nothing going on with your army, you can keep these villages safe and raid with another army and be completely happy to do that. Back to making automatons again. Just looking for some villages. And there's some villages. So we're trying to... Oh, he's gotten towers. So we can get our towers. Okay. Let's run away. And we just need to start villages here. Come over onto this, maybe. These guys can come onto this gold mine here, and we can probably take 2 villages off the home gold mine and make farms. We've gotten... Oh, we do need to think about getting our medium upgrades. He's still not here? Okay. So let's grab those soon. Okay, so we need to take some villages off wood. Farms to support. You can see how we have a little bit too much gold, but I think I need that gold anyways, so I'll come over here. We can't fight. He's got too many good units. Let's just start with berries here, maybe. And we need to look to go to the next stage. I'm going to start getting some armory upgrades and getting my medium upgrades here. I will look for some snipes. Okay, so that's not a threat. He has 2 town centers, so he will be looking to rush maybe Mythic. This is a little snipe you can do with the Terma when your opponent goes for those units. Okay, let's cut this. Let's cut this. We can even get this. And we'll think about going to the next age ourselves. I do want to set up walls at some point as well. Let's go this god. Okay, let's set up some walls. Yeah, you can take 1 villager to set up walls. And we need to set up some more barracks here. And these automatons can possibly... Oh, I did not mean to cancel that. I thought that was automaton. So I've still got what feels like too much wood, but I'm going to have to spend all that wood anyways in the next age, I think. So it's okay. Get our stone walls. And he's still 2 town centers. He's starting to make those mounted archers. And what are they? Those are counter cavalry, right? So we don't want to make cavalry to beat those. Look for some fights. No, we'll just chuck this here. This. We'll look to raid over here, maybe. Jockeying back and forth is something you can do a lot of. Like not committing to a fight. Okay, so now we're in the next age. Let's start getting our upgrades. I might build another one of these just for the sake of it. I need to throw a marker down in the corner. That'll help us go to the next little location here. Just build this. Start thinking about getting some Well, that was not correct. What's that? Oh, he's got a palace here. Okay, let's build a wall here. Let's build a wall here. I need that market up. I need some more villagers on gold. Golly, let's sort that out. This is some bad macro. Okay, so he's gonna great flood me here. I do have trader for the Chimera though. Here. Here. Keep putting pressure on. Okay. And we'll defend this, I think, fairly easily. No stress. Need to kill my Terma, a lot of my Termas as well. I'm not too stressed about that. It's fine. That was a big timing he put down there. I want to build a palace. We're going Hecate, so should be okay. And we start our trade route as well. And we got all our upgrades. Start getting this. Start getting this. Repair this. And we didn't lose any villages. We can even grab that. That's another economic upgrade. Thinking about starting to move forward here. Can I get myself heavy archers at any point? Yes, I can. And I think we can actually fairly comfortably push it. He threw a lot away, and I do have Tartarian Gate coming. So I'll put a Tartarian Gate in his main base, and then attack his side here. I got these behemoths coming. So we'll just put this in here. So we'll just that'll easily start hitting the farms, stopping his production. We can start getting more upgrades as well. And oh, we need to get this. So let's get this, and also get coinage. So I got all the upgrades we need, and we just push. Because he's got no units now. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of pushing when he's got no units, you know. And he threw all of his units away at this town center. So we are completely fine here. I do need to get a palace. I do need to finish my walls. I didn't finish my walls up. So let's just keep walling. I didn't really spread the Gaia Lush here much at all, did I? And there's the GG call. GG. And that's that one there. So the Mighty Fuji timing attack with the 2 town center timing attack, definitely something you have to be aware of. And what he probably should have done, I think he could have killed the town center, is he should have maybe tried to push me back with his army. If he pushed me back with his army into this location and then Great Flood, he can probably take this town center down. But because he used the Great Flood and angled it down this way, he didn't get as much damage onto the fortified town center. And he didn't try to couple it with killing off villages. That's where the big bonus from Great Flood comes in. But I think better here when you're playing against Atlantean with an exposed gold mine is simply just rushing, and I would have had a tough time to defend against that. But yeah, getting those economic upgrades. If we just look at the post game here, this is the big story, I reckon. It's just I just keep getting further and further in front on these resources, and it's just like it doesn't matter if he gets a whole bunch of kills with the Great Flood. So most of those units killed came from the Great Flood. If we look at the military units when he casts it, I went down 8. So it really was a bad Great Flood usage, but yeah, you got to go super hard eco if you're playing eco against Gaia, or attempt to deny this third town center. Now remember the rules were I can't go more than 1 town center in front of my opponent. Because my opponent went rush 2 town centers, I can rush 3 town centers. So long as you understand how to do that and what the problems are with it. And the big problem is simply a small amount of units can stop you. So you need a small amount of units to make sure you can get this, which is why we built a couple of units first and then we went over and grabbed it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the like button on the YouTube and also the subscribe button. I'm not sure if it helps or not, but thanks. And I'll see you guys next time.